So our situation is we are creating a small office building in a plot which is 10 by 20 meter deep. Okay, 10 meter width and 20 meter deep. So in that case, let's do the site first. We are in the site. So let's do the property line. Where do we find that? Let's go now to our massing and site tab. Okay, this is where you create the property line. Okay, and even the topo surface. That's what you've been asking. Okay, so let's create the property line. Now there are two ways to create a property line in Revit. One is the one that you enter the distance, the bearing. If you have north, um, uh, 30 degrees east, and these things, but we don't have it, so we'll just go to create by sketching. But let me show you that. See, if you have the distance, you put on the northing or easting and then the bearing. So we'll create by sketching, okay? So this is typically the north is at the top and like this. So we'll create a 20 by 10 meters. So this is, I think 10 meters is too small for a bit. Let's make it 16 meters.
Call it HDDS. This site is HDDS.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, HDDS. Coordination.
Yeah, coordinates drawing, something like that. Yeah. So this is the property. By the way, this is called the base point. Okay, this is called the project base point. Okay. Later on, we'll discuss on that. Let's focus on the other things. Okay. So once you're done with the property line, make sure that you pin it. That way. Pin, that means it will not move. Accidentally, you will not move it. Okay? It will not be moved. Okay? Make sure it's already pinned. So that is already 20 by 10. If we measure it, 16 meters by 20 meters. I try to make it 16 because we need to give some setback. Might be difficult. Let's say 2 meters on each side and 4 meters in the front. Okay. So now it would be best now to put on the grid. Example, we have now, what is the distance? These are temporary dimensions, no? When we are using the measurement, you are just using the ones that comes out. These are called temporary dimensions. We have now a 12 meter by 14 meter footprint that we can create as a small building. I'm doing as an office building. Office building is simple. You just have columns. You have some toilet area. You have the circulation, the staircase, and of course you have, and then the office will be open area. Then maybe we'll have two walls which will have the curtain glass, and then the other walls will have the normal windows. Okay. So let's do that. So maybe two sides will have us curtain wall, and then the other sides will have the normal window. And then maybe we can put the circulation area on one corner, or maybe in the middle. Maybe here in the corner. We'll put on the staircase. It's not 45 meters yet, so it should be safe, right? Should be safe, right? Should be safe. Not much of an issue. So we'll have one here, and then we'll have let's put an elevator, okay? Two sets of elevator. Or maybe we'll do G plus 6, okay? G plus 6, and you will have penthouse, G plus 6 plus P, okay? So in that case, you already have your G plus 6 plus P. Maybe you want to have a basement. Let's not make a basement now, okay? You have to go to your elevations and set it up, okay? So now you decided that you will have G plus 6, that means 7 levels, okay? Let's not make it so difficult for ourselves, so let's make all the floors same height, okay? So,
Make horizontal basement.
yes, Yeah, we will make the actual level. Actually, for example, level 1 will be 100 from the road. Normally, the 0 will be your road, no? Or the walkway, the walkway level, and the road will be minus 150, and all of these things. We can do it, but maybe we'll finish 12 o'clock. We do the basement and everything because we need to make a ramp.
Yes.
A ramp is another subject. Okay, so let's just do a simple now, simple tower.
There is requirement for that.
Yeah, yeah, bro, ramp requirement. You have to bring me the standard so we can follow the slopes. Okay. Okay, now let's. How did we do this last time? Array, no? Make it easy. Have the array.
If basement, we can create this minus, no? If you pull it down, it will come.
Yeah, normally you just create similar and we make another
You have
one.
to
Let's
down,
say
no?
4 meter down. Then you name it. See, it will be minus
It's
4,000, right?
It's coming minus.
This the value will be minus 4,000.
Increasing, it will go down, no?
Yeah, this you cannot. It goes automatically. The name you can change it. So this will be named basement. So we'll just say basement will be future, okay? Kalas, let's make a basement because you want to have the basement. And then we'll just copy here, okay? I will not do the array for now. I will just copy. So you just like working on AutoCAD. Okay. This is 3 and 4 actually, right? Then a few more. Okay, so this is level 2, level 3. This is level 4. So now if we're looking at the grid, we have, okay, let's do the architectural way first, okay? What I'm trying to say is in certain cases that you are doing from CAD to BIM, that the building is already designed. You already have the concrete structure, the structure, and then the architecture. So what you're saying is this is like the design process. Of course, everything starts with the architect. Now, if there's already a design and you are just building the BIM, the building information model, you can start, if you have the information, you can start with the structure. Okay. So let's do it. We have the structural grid. Architectural and structural grid is the same. No problem. So we can do the building envelope first, and then we can do the floors. So this is just a very simple building we're creating. Let's go to the 3D view to see what we have done. So that's okay. So basement, we don't need any window or anything here for the basement. So let's just copy everything and bring it to the upper floor, the ground floor. Say copy. What we did is copy to clipboard. We're just repeating what we did last time, and we paste it to selected level, which is just level 1. Okay. So we have like that. So in level 1, let's try to do the floor already. Let's go down to basement and let's create a floor, architectural floor. When you already have those walls, you just click. By default, this is coming as your tool. You just pick the walls, and it will create a floor around, a floor that is enclosed by the walls. Just click that. It's in basement, and there is no offset from the level. That's okay. And then the same thing is we can copy that and put that to our level 1 because we already have those there. So just to check that on our 3D view is like that. Okay. So go back to our level 1. Level 1. So we can put on the architectural columns. In columns, there are 2 types. There's an architectural column and structural column. Okay, so we can create an architectural column. The architectural column that is loaded now is this size. So let's make it regular. Let's make it, let's say 600 by 600. How do we do that? You edit the type and then you duplicate. And then we will say this is 600. So this is the finish, right? So maybe the structural column will be 500 by 500. 600 by 600 is the architectural column. And click OK. So the depth should be 600 and the width should be 600. And click OK. And that's that. That's a 600 by 600 already. Okay, it's picking up those centers right away.
Height automatically. Height.
The height would be, yeah, it's going to level 2. Okay. Yeah, so it's one floor. So let's just create, for example, one a teach grid. You can actually, yeah, we just put one in the grid. Okay. Then you just copy that later on. And we can adjust later. No problem. You can put one also here. Okay, so the floors, the columns are on the ground level. So we can copy them again, right? Select them, select all instances visible in view. It will select everything. And then you can just copy again and then paste them to the selected level, which is your basement level, and click OK. So you have that there. So now we know that structural wise, the buildings become lighter, the weight becomes lighter, so the column can be smaller when you reach the top, right? So let's have another two sets of column. One would be 500 by 500, another would be 400 by 400. So again, let's copy the same. See what happens in this is a practice on selection. When you're in the 3D view, select one, select all instances in the view. You will be selecting everything, right? But our intention is just to select the ones on the floor, on the same floor. So how do you do that? You go to the floor plan. Go to the level 1 floor plan. Then this way, if you select this, then you do that the same, select all instances visible in the view. What will be selected is only on that floor. How to prove that? You go to the 3D view. Okay, this is the 3D view. And this is the plan view. So if you're in the plan view, select that, select all instances visible in view. You will be selecting only the ones on that floor. But if you do the same exercise and you are in the 3D, you will be selecting everything in the 3D view, because that is all in the 3D view. Yeah, because these things happen. Sometimes you just try to copy the columns here, but when you put it on the other floors, it becomes double. So the best way to do that is
That time it will go for
Yeah.
double, no?
Yeah. So let's make it simple. We just have two types of column, one which is 600 and one which is 500. So if I am here, I can just copy and select instances visible in view, and I will copy them and paste them to level 2, 3, and 3. And then 4, 5, 6 will have the small columns. Click OK. And we already have those. And then since we are here, let's create a new one. Duplicate. Let's have another one which is 500. Maybe 450. Okay. By 450. Click OK. You're not done yet. You need to change this. That's the actual value of it. 450. And then click OK. Okay, so those which are selected automatically became 450. because they are selected, right? And then these same things we can just copy and paste them to the other floors, which is 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay, so we have now all these towers. So now let's just continue. Let's copy all the slabs so we can have enough column floors in all of the levels. Copy that, paste it to the other levels, 2 to 6. Shape should be 2 shape 6 up to the roof, right? Actually, when we are dealing with floors, the roof, even if it's a flat slab, we should not create a floor because there are different. It will identify it as a roof, not as a floor. So we will not include roof. We go only up to the level 6 only. Okay. We will create a separate for the roof. Okay. Separate slab for the roof.
This is the thickness different. No?
Yes. Yes. So now can do something like.
But if it's roof, they have, for example, other details. You can't make it here with it.
Yes, we have a different roof slab because these the options here is you have only this. No?
So that is belong to structure. No, this
Yeah.
is the architecture.
Yeah, this is the top of the finishing
finishing.
from the screed. From the screed, let's say 100 screed, and then you have the finishing floor, which is maybe either granite or marble or whatever, rubber. So when we have a tower, usually we need a shaft for the staircase and for the elevator, and even if you need like an atrium, like you want to see going on the floor. For example, we are on the level 0, and no, we're in level 1, and let's say we want half of the floor or maybe this part to be open, 2 floors. You have a high ceiling there. No? So let's go to level 3. So from level 3, it will be open. Let's try to shape up our building. Level 3. So we want to, let's say, open this part. So at least our building will not be so boring. Let's create, what you create is a shaft. It's a shaft opening. It will like vertical opening. Shaft that. See the meaning? Creates a vertical opening. Okay, that spans to multiple levels. So if you click that, you'll just be like drawing a shape. Say we draw from here up to say here. Okay, and you click check. It's too much. Maybe this only up to here. Never mind that. Okay, that will be the opening. Click check. See this highlighted thing? Yeah, it cuts the 2 floors already. Now you can select it, and you have this arrow. You pull it down, it will cut the other floor also. So now it's coming from the level 0 going up. Let's have it cut like that. Okay. We are in level 3 because this is actually level 2, level 3. Okay, but it went up, so it cut also the level 4. We don't need it to be there. It's only on the level 2. Level 3 will be open. Okay. Okay. Now let's create another shaft. You already know it for the stairs and the elevator. Okay. Let's have it maybe somewhere here. Okay. We can create a mezzanine level between level 1 and level 2. So Select that, create similar. Let's say, oops, sorry. Say 2 meter, okay. And then we name it mezzanine. Okay, we have mezzanine level. Okay, but we don't have floor yet there. We can create it later on. Okay, we can create it later on. Okay, this is the ground floor. And as I said earlier, let's start from, to create the staircase opening, let's start from the roof. So we have to make the roof first. Huh? We don't have roof yet. Let's go to the level roof level, and let's create a roof. Now problem, we cannot see what is below us. So what do? Again, in the view range, we'll not be touching the view range, but we will be doing the underlay. So that means from the roof, you can see what is on the bottom floor. So it will be your reference in while you are doing the design. So what you do here is you click here and you put level 6. Okay. So now we can see the level 6. By default, it's none. So don't be confused when these things happen. Make sure that you put the next floor below as your underlay.
So that column will show. No?
Yeah, so you can see the columns. Okay. So now let's create our roof. Again, we'll be doing roof by footprint, but we'll not be doing any slope. Will be flat roof. Okay. So it will be you have different types of roof here. That's why it's different. You have the cold roof. It has all the necessary insulation. And you have the steel bar with EPDM membrane. I think that's correct. With the waterproofing membrane already. So let's use this. Okay. And then let's just draw from the corner of the column. Okay, up to here. We can adjust that. Okay, that's good. We can align. This is the align tool. Just click on the reference and then click on the line that comes up. Okay, this looks okay. Before you finish it, click the check mode. If you're done, click the X if you want to cancel what you're doing. So we can select all of it and just remove the slope. You can do it from here or you can do it from here. It's all the same. Okay, so there is no slope. It's all flat and the level is at the roof. Okay, then we click check. You already have there the roof level. So if we change the level of detail here, put it to fine. Why can't I see it? Because this is an elevation. If we cut a section, which is your favorite, right? Easiest thing to do, cut a section here, go to view. This is the section 1. If we make the change fine, see you already have the detail there. Okay, that's with the EPDM membrane and everything. This is just the architectural floor. Okay, later on we'll create the structural floor underlay, so it will be realistic, our building.